doing a fine job there, elves. Yeah, add a little bit more ribbon on that gift there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, carry on. Oh, welcome back. Time's flying. I cannot get over how quickly we're getting on to Christmas Eve. And we're extremely busy here. And I've been so busy, I haven't even been able to do much of my hobby the last couple days. And because of that, I'm going to try to fit in a few extra minutes over the next day or two to cover all the different kinds of coins that I talked about previously. Right now, we're going to talk a little bit about the Canadian 25-cent pieces. And it's interesting. The Canadian 25-cent pieces actually didn't start till 1870. Prior to that, the British Mint actually put out a coin in 1858 that was a 20-cent piece. And that was quite an interesting looking coin, as you take a look at the little picture here. And again, we didn't see another coin of that near denomination until 1870 when we come out with the 25-cent one. And just like all the other Canadian coins, we had the various monarchs starting off with Queen Victoria and going right through to Queen Elizabeth II. Now, the quarters were successfully made from silver, then into nickel and steel. The one exception was in 1900 and 1923 when the Dominion Bank released 25-cent banknotes that are commonly referred to as shin plasters. It wasn't until 1908 that a branch of the British Mint was opened in Ottawa. In 1937, we went from the original design on the reverse to the now common caribou design that's been there for quite a while. And of course, the caribou design was temporarily replaced about 6 times over the course of the few years that it's been in place. It was 1953, as we noted before, that Queen Elizabeth II ended up on the obverse. And in 1991, I believe that's the lowest mintage year that the Canadian quarters had after World War II. And 1997 and 98, all the quarters were issued in collector sets. And none were issued for circulation. So a lot of people don't know that for 97 and 98. The highest mintage of any of the quarters happened in 2006. In 2006, 629 million quarters were made. In 2011, the Mint started to release sets for newborn babies, birthdays, weddings, all these wonderful little sets that you probably see at Canada Post or through the Royal Canadian Mint. And I'll show you an example of that as well. Now, the quarters are actually beautiful coinage in Canada. And as you can see, again, I mentioned that we have the raw coins can be put into these lovely albums. And again, there's different types that are available out there for you so that you can keep track of your collections. And it's a lot of enjoyment to put them together and not that expensive. So that's pretty well it for the Canadian 25-cent pieces. There's a lot more to it because there's so many different types, subtle differences that you really have to do some research in. So I'll leave a link to various books and sites that you can check into. But it takes that's the big difference between being a coin collector and a numismatist, is that you're actually studying the history, cataloging your coins, and getting an idea of the approximate values, etc. So I'll leave it at that for now. I mean, I've got so much work to do here. I've got to get things off the ground. And the one thing that I would like to remind everybody, this is a time of year when sometimes because of the stresses of the season, we tend to try to put on Hallmark Christmases. I use that figuratively because it's the beautiful Hallmark Christmas cards and whatnot. And sometimes it can be very dark and very, very bleak for some people. But what I ask is that those of you that are feeling like you're distressed because of the darkness that's happened over the last year, remember that you can light a candle and that there are people out there that will help you, and know that you're loved. Merry Christmas. Until next time. Bye-bye.